Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Tonight is our weekly eBay hunting series where we go on eBay and we type in the search term UFC to look for any deals on anything related to UFC cards, boxes, collectibles, or anything we could find out. So right before we get into it, I just want to show two recent pickups for the channel. So I picked up a box, the 2018 Topps Chrome. This was from David Adams. And I also picked up a box of 2015 UFC Chronicles, 2 autographs, 2 relics. This is also from David Adams. So I just wanted to kind of share that with the channel. So one other thing real quick before you get into it. This is channel feed is starting late tonight, but earlier I put in 2 snipes on 2024 Topps Royalty UFC factory seal boxes, which normally, like recently, one sold for $925. On eBay fixed price. I was able to snipe one for $711, and then the deal of the night, one for $601. So I'll never understand why people send sealed boxes to consignment houses to get auctions. It never works out. You never maximize your money. You always lose money, and I don't recommend it. If you're the type of person buying this stuff on a credit card and you're selling it to try to flip, or you're gonna pay off your credit card, come up with a better strategy. You're better off sitting on these boxes and letting time do its thing and it accumulating value over time. But to sell these for $711 and $601 is a crime. And I feel bad, but I'm gonna take advantage of it. And I'm gonna get these boxes and I'm gonna list them on eBay for $950. And they will eventually sell, or I'll take them to a local card show, which there are plenty of in South Florida, and I will sell it there. But it's so great to get a deal on this, but I don't know the type of person that would do that, because this person had to lose a ton of money. It was probably a store that needed to raise money to pay for their next orders from distribution. Anyway, let's talk more work. So we're typing UFC. Again, we minus the word break and we minus the word breaks. We take that out of the search because I don't want any of the spots for the breakers. We go to auction. We go ending soonest with bids, because if it has a bid, it at least means one other person is interested in it, and it also narrows down the results. We have 1,800. I have another eBay tab to search up fixed pricing that's currently up on eBay. I have cardladder.com to look up comps for cards. Then I have my Gixin Snipe app to put in the snipes. So let's get started. So let's see, in 6 minutes, let's see, Diego Lopez, green refractor. Let's check that card out. Nice auto at a 99, it looks like. Yeah, that 99 is in the listing. It's a good looking card, but I don't like the pose. I prefer an action shot and a number a little bit lower. It's interesting to see that Alex Pereira announced on his social media account that he's not fighting at the White House. And he put it on Instagram and people kind of went crazy. I don't know if that's true or not. Sometimes I think they put out misinformation, or they try to be dramatic to put up these type of stories just to get traction and get hype going, and then they'll randomly announce them down the road. But I'm curious if his card values will drop in the short term. Let's check this out. 2025 Topps Chrome Van PSA 9. That's a base Van. Not gonna waste my time with that. If it was a 10, maybe I'd be interested, but we'll keep going. Let's see, what is this? Fedor and Malenka. That's kind of cool. So it's an ad for their pay-per-view put up by Affliction. So it looks like a promotional from afflictionclothing.com. It's not a card, but it's a card. It's a trading card, but it's not a card that came from like Topps or a company, I don't think. I think it should just put out by maybe partner with Ticketmaster, it looks like. $78. Dang. Didn't even know that existed. That's so cool. I'm not going to bid on it because I don't know anything about it, but I just want to look it up. I had this on my watch list. 2013 Finest Khabib Gold Refractor at an 88. Let me look this back up and see what this is going for recently. I forget. So Gold Refractor at an 88. So let's see, a Raw did 382, a BGS 95 did 382 in August. So this 9 is 530, my Lord. It's my imagination, our stuff just keeps going up. Raw 400, a 10, a CGC 10 went for 525. A 9 went for 565. That was over a year ago though. This one was over a year ago. Yeah. Solid price for this card, way too high for me. I don't think that's a deal. Let's keep going. McGregor 8x10 auto. That's interesting. Let's see. St. Pierre Finest Gold Refractor at a 9. Let's see what this goes for. So that's the Relic. CGC 10 did 86 in October. In February, the base did 41. That's not the same card. Ignore that. So the CGC 10. My gosh, I'm totally screwing this up. SGC 10. I'm all over the place. SGC 10 went for 86 bucks. 9 is 86. I consider a mint 9 of this higher than an SGC 10. I don't know anyone who uses SGC for UFC specifically. Cool card, but a little too high for me. A box of Knockout, 181 plus 19, so 200 plus tax on this. So it looks like Knockout's on the uptrend, which I love to see. This bottomed out at 150 a box at one point. So I like to see the movement up. Looks like somebody has a run of these refractors. So we have another one, the John Jones. Let's check this one out. John Jones Gold Refractor, PSA 9. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Priced higher than I want to be. Let me put at 88 to narrow it down. There we go. Let's see. Is that it? No, this is the vertical. That wasn't it, was it? That's not the same card. Am I losing my mind here? No, that's the Finest Moments. Okay. So this is the card here. A 10 did 310 bucks in September. That's not the card. And is that Arena Club? I think that's Arena Club 10 did 250. That's not it. That's not it. September the 10 did 310. What is the 10 worth? 100 maybe? 125. It's already at 157. I'm not doing it. Let's keep it moving. Again, a lot more UFC cards are being listed, but also the prices are solid. Like trying to get deals on UFC lately has not been, you get some things here and there, but overall in the singles, the prices have been very strong. Let's check out this Ronda Rousey. Cool pose. I love the action shots on these Finest cards. Let's check this out. If this is anything. I think somebody's just bidding up all these Finest because they're coming up in a lot. And if you have a collector trying to build it, the set, they're going to put in their bids because these don't come up too often and you get them all in one shot possibly. Is that it? No, the action. That's right. That's the Finest Moments. Finest Moments. Where is this card? Here we go. A 9 did 191 in November. Is this the same one? 364, 231. So no, different serial numbers. 191 for a 9. 160 for a 10. 191 seems like a strong price, like almost too high. I'm going to bid on it. It's a Pop 8 and PSA 9. There's only 3 10s. We'll put in a little bit on this one. So our first snipe on this video, but our third snipe of the evening. I want to do 100.23. You always add a couple of cents after because if the previous bidder is at 100 bucks even, most people bid even amounts. If you put in your 23 cents, you'll win. So it could be 03 or 07. I just do 23 for good luck. So let's see, that ends in 19 minutes. I don't know if we're still gonna be on the video then, but hopefully we are. Let's see. Close that out. Let's keep it moving. That's a sick card. 2011 Finest Dustin Rookie. Alexa, set AC to 76.
I've set the hallway thermostat to 76 degrees.
So let's look this card up. Gold refractor at 88. That's with the Relic, which is a sick card. So the Raw did 250 back in January. Man, that's a strong number. Another Raw did 227, 250, 200. These don't come up all that often, it looks like. If you go by Card Ladder, you trust their info. A graded one hasn't come up with this in a year and a half. And it was a 9 that did 325. So if the Raws are doing 250, the 9 is already a 312. Dang. No deal there, already too high. Let's keep it going. And again, like if I absolutely love these Finest cards, I mean, they're amazing. I mean, they're not, I wouldn't say they're a top tier card for me to go after personally for me. I would say it's the next tier below. Action Shot, Finest, Gold Refractor at 88. I wish the Gold Refractor was a little bit lower number. The 88 kind of worries me a little bit long term. And I like relics on cards, and it doesn't have an auto. That's not a big deal because the card is clean and has high eye appeal anyway. But it's not an A+ card for me. I'd say it's like a B+, A- for me personally. Let's keep going. Some gloves. We have some singles for knockout here. Redemptions. Here we go. What is this? 2016 knockout. Thoughts from the Boss. Machida and Dana White. These cards are okay. Some people try to get all of them and they collect it, but 150. I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but I want to find cards I'm interested in. Hopefully somebody wins that card that really loves it. Let's see what else we got here. Is there anything else? These are in 2 hours. Now we're getting into the China auctions, but these already include the import fees. Always read on your auctions whether it includes import fees or not. And if it's $9 delivery, you want to try to win a couple from these to lower the shipping. To combine shipping. Lower shipping overall. Let's see. Ooh, that's a nice looking card. The Waldo Cortez Acosta Black Refractor at a 10. Is it 49 bucks? How does the card look? Assuming that's not on the card, that looks like paper or something. That corner looks a little weak, but it just could be the crappy photo. It's off center a little bit, a little thicker on the left, but good looking card. I love the black, I love the action. Is this card even sold before? There's only 10. Sometimes you may not get a hit on this. Let's see what we can find. So the auto sold for 140. Let me see if I can delete the last name and widen the search a little bit. Does it matter? Probably not. So if the auto went for 140, I'd assume the raw is at half or less, 49 bucks. I'll pass. Cool card, but not worth. What is this? A lot with UFC in it. Let's see what this is about. That's a sick card. Holy cow. So it's a lot of a bunch of different cards. JJ McCarthy, Uptown, the Oliveira. Is there only one UFC card? That's probably why they put it at the end. So there's just one UFC card. What does that card go for? I'm curious. 2022 Prism Champion Auto. 2022 Prism Champion, Charles Auto. Let's see. Is that the right one? The Silver Prism? Silver Prism. So this is the base. So the silver did 130. The base is cheaper. Might be a $100 card, maybe. Interesting. Let's keep it moving. Tatsura Terra. Purple. First off the line, Donruss Optic. Man, besides the fact it's the crappiest photo of a card I've ever seen in my life, I just don't like it. 282 US dollars. Not for me. Dana White, PSA 8. Not for me. Ooh, that's a nice looking card. What is that? Topps Chrome UFC John Jones Fired Up Red, White, and Blue Refractor, PSA 10. That's a sick looking pose right there. That looks like, is that from actually a match or is that manufactured like in a studio? I don't know. Hard to say. 79 bucks. It's numbered out of 88. What does this go for? Let's see. PSA 10 John Jones, you can add it at a reasonable price. That is a card I would look up. So the Fired Up, this one's out of 88. Stars and Stripes, so the did 850 raw. Is that the same card? It is. So 72 and a 10, no thanks. Not going for that. Let's keep it moving. That was page 1. We'll go to page 2. Ooh, that's a good looking card. Nate Diaz, now we're into tomorrow, so 14 hours away. So these aren't as urgent. Fighter 1 memorabilia, Nate Diaz, 36 out of 99. Hard to tell if that's damage or glare on the card. That just looks like junk. Let's see, 2017 knockout relic, Nate Diaz. Let's see what we got. Nate Diaz, relic. And it was out of 99, I believe. Got that one right. Let's see what we got. So that's the most similar one. $16.50, May of 2024. There's recent one from July. Not the same card, but in the same world. 23 bucks, what was that? 23. We'll keep going. John Jones Gold Refractor, 36 out of 50. Let's check that one out. See, you have to assume, I mean, these scratches, you would assume they're on the case. I would think so. I mean, there's no way that's on the card, right? Yeah, it's got to be, yeah, because it goes over the edge here. So it's got to be on the case. So let's see what this goes for. This is out of 50 from 2019 Topps Chrome. So let's see. Gold Refractor. BGS 95 did 95. A PSA 9. The 1 out of 50 did 57. Holy cow, a raw did 301 in 2023. And the 1 out of 50 did 450. So the 1 out of 50 raw did 450 April 2024. And a little more than a year and a half later, no, about a year later exactly, somebody got graded, it got a 9 at a Halfton price. That's brutal. Wow, went for 866 at one point. Talk about a fall. And then 57, how does a card go from $450 raw to 57? It's like an 80% drop in value. Ouch. Staying away from that. Let's Keep it going. Dustin Midnight out of 12. That's a solid card. 2 out of 12. See what that goes for. That's pretty sick. So, like, look here. Spell the word autograph wrong. So, again, that's going to hinder the search results. But, like, little things like that to pay attention to. Like, the more you do this and get in the reps and get in the habit of doing this, like, you don't even think after a while. You just start spotting these issues. Like, even the word Dustin, I'm going to take out in case they misspelled the last name for the other searches to see. So, that's not that. Here it is. So, 250 on September 6th. So this is low because it's still, I mean, this is going to end tomorrow night at like 2 in the morning. So this is, no, sorry. My time's all messed up. This is going to end tomorrow afternoon at about 2 in the afternoon. It's only 89 bucks. I'm going to throw a snipe bid in there. And I will not, probably not win it. I almost expect not to, but I'm going to give it a shot. One other thing, let me see if there's another one currently up on eBay. So sometimes you can strategize because if somebody has one up on eBay, buy it now cheap, it brackets the price of this auction that it most likely will not go higher. So somebody has one for $280 or best offer, same card. This is the base, but this is the 1 out of 12. This is the 1 out of 12. So there you go. So $280 or best offer. This is the 5 out of 350. So I'm going to put in a bid, and maybe you win, maybe you don't, but I'm going to do 120.23. So this would be half of what the last one sold for. So that's what we look for. Maybe we get lucky. You want to be very strict with your money and very conservative and not give it away. You want to wait for the right deal. There are some nights where I put no snipes in. There's some nights where I put 20 snipes in. And out of those 20 snipes, maybe I win 2. But you have to be super, super picky and super selective and have a framework for how to look at what cards resonate to you. Because if you're going to sell these, you would like to think that, especially if you're selling at a show, which I set up at shows sometimes, it's easier to sell a card that you love and that you believe in and that you think is special to somebody else because they'll see your passion. When you sell it online, it's not such a big deal, but you know, you got to have different avenues to sell things. You can't just rely on one way to do it. You need to be flexible and have different systems in place. Because sometimes maybe eBay slows down or selling online goes slow and maybe you have to pivot to in person. You know, you got to keep yourself flexible with a lot of tools in the toolkit. So there's some really nice Midnight cards on Chrome cards here. So the Midnight, the Talbot, 86 bucks. Wow, this one's out of 12. I said the Carlos out of 12. Huge relic. He has a great auto. Low number. Yes, it's a pose, but not an action shot. And it's a sticker, but it's a nice looking sticker. So actually, I take that back. It's a little uneven. Goes a little high. But still a good looking card. Not what I'm going to bid on, but still a cool looking card. Aspinall. Talk about a disaster with his card market. So the eye issue. Now it's not sure when he's going to fight. So his stuff is just tanked. And I don't even know if I want to. Like this a PSA 10 out of 99 Aspinall for 177. He'll come back and he'll fight one day. I just don't know when, what the timeline is, but I'm staying away from this stuff. I don't think you have too many of his cards anyway, maybe a couple. That's a sick looking card. What is that? 2024 Knockout Jose Aldo auto booklet from the rafters. See, this is the type of card I like. In fight pose. Yeah, he's not punching anybody, but still, it's an action shot. It's a good image of him. You know, fingers pointed up in victory. Low number, on-card auto, from the rafters. Yeah, the card's beat up a little bit, like that corner. This card wouldn't grade. But, and the foiling is gorgeous. And the booklets are kind of tough to sell sometimes, but that's a great looking card. I'm going to try to bid on this. Let's see. What do I want to look for? Knockout booklet. What's interesting is that I don't think I have one booklet. I take that back. I have one booklet from Royalty that's a dual auto, and I can't remember who the fighters are. But this would be my second booklet. So let's see what we can find. Here we go, from the rafters. So the 1 out of 25. So this is out of 25. Is that the same one? 12 out of 25, 15. So for 145, 130, 135, 102, 140. So pretty stable pricing over the last year. So that gives me some confidence. What is it at? It's at 98. What's the cheapest it's ever sold for? 102, which is a steal. So I'm gonna throw a bid out there. Let me copy the eBay number. This will look great in a showcase at a show. Or even just throw up on your eBay store, you throw it up for 200 or 250, your best offer. Before I jump ahead, let me not skip my step. Let me look to see what is currently on eBay, if there's one up cheaper. So 190. So 190 is the only one, so this will not go above that, obviously, unless somebody specifically likes this one for some reason. Is there anything special about this, the number or anything? It's like 17 out of 20. Oh, nah, the number's nothing. So 98, copy the eBay number from here. I'm gonna throw a bid on this of 103 point, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm gonna go back and edit it. 103.21, modify. So we're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. I think we're over at the 20-minute mark already. Just wanna close this out, we're at the middle of the page. That's kind of cool, look at that one. 2010 knockout, Royce Gracie relic, authentic fighter worn gear. That's so sick. Good looking card. What else do we got here? Morocco Crow Cop, authentic fight mat relic. I love that design, how UFC did that. I wish they would do more of that. Great two-fighter action shot, the mount, PSA 7. Like, this would be another cool card. Like, if you get it cheap, you put it in a case for like 30, 40, 50 bucks, maybe get lucky. Immaculate Faber autograph shorts. That's a sick card. Cheap cards right now, but very visually appealing to me. Anderson Silva, that's cool. Throwback. Great auto. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for the evening. If you liked tonight's video, please like and comment down below. It really helps out the algorithm. Please subscribe to the channel for daily UFC videos. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. And make sure you take care of yourself, be healthy, and we'll talk to you again soon.